Alright boys, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to explain just how the new armor charge system works in Destiny 2. I've seen a lot of questions recently in my most recent video asking how come my armor charges aren't decaying and how come I'm getting armor charges, and I just want to explain just how everything works so that way you guys can put together your builds and have a better understanding and enjoy the game more. But before I get into that, I want to show you guys my ornaments. So for this current setup, I will put a video out about this build, but if you want to see my customization, here it is. Got all my ornaments right here and all my shaders. So yeah, if you like it, you can screenshot that. And for my last threadling build, I will show you guys the ornaments here. So let's go ahead and take a look. There you go. So for the people asking, here is all of my ornaments and my shaders. All right, let's get to the explanation now. So with this new armor charge system, we have 4 different types of mods in order for you to understand the basics of the new build crafting system. We have mods that generate orbs of power. We have mods that I like to call consumers. They consume your armor charge stacks. We have passive mods that give you passive bonuses. And then we also have green mods, and those affect how many armor charges you have, how many armor charges you gain, and they also affect how long the duration is of the passive bonus you're getting from the blue mods. So for example, if I wanted to generate orbs of power, let's go to my helmet here. I have on Kinetic Siphon. Rapid kinetic final blows create an orb of power. Now in order to gain the benefits of said mods, like the blue mods or the yellow mods, you need to pick up an orb of power, and in order to do that, you gotta generate orbs of power, okay? So let's move on now to the yellow mods. These ones I like to call consumer mods. Grenade Kickstart states, when your grenade energy is fully expended, you gain grenade energy. Additionally, your armor charge is consumed and you gain additional grenade energy for each stack. So the reason I call them consumers is because when you have armor charges and use your grenade for this mod specifically, it'll consume your armor charges and then give you grenade energy in return. Now moving on to the blue mods, I like to call these passive mods, okay? So these grant you a passive bonus to discipline, strength, recovery, whatever the blue mod states. For Font of Vigor, it states that you gain a bonus to strength while you have any armor charge. Your armor charge now decays over time. So if you have a blue mod on, your armor charge will decay slowly over time. Now if you don't want that to happen, take off the blue mod and equip the yellow mod if you want to consume your armor charges, okay? So only decay if you have a blue mod on. Now moving on to the green mods, these ones affect your armor charges specifically. We have like 3 different types here. So we have the first type, which states that it'll actually grant you an armor charge. So shield break charge, breaking a combatant shield with the matching damage type grants you 1 armor charge, okay? So this one actually will grant you an armor charge. But if we move on to the chest piece, we have charged up, states that increases the maximum number of stacks of armor charges you can carry by 1. You can stack this as well, so you can have more than the base value is 3. So if you have 1 charged up mod, you can have 4. If you have 2, 5, and if you have 3 charged up mods, you can have 6. Okay, so this one specifically affects how many armor charges you can carry. Now, if we go to the class item, we have time dilation. Your decaying armor charges has a longer duration. So this actually affects how long the bonus you're getting from the blue mods, right? From the blue mods that make your armor charge decay over time. It makes that effect last longer, okay? And you can also stack this up as well. With 1, it lasts for 15 seconds. With 2, I think it lasts for 20, and I believe 3 would probably be 25 or maybe even 30 seconds, okay? So those are the different types of mods for the armor charge system. So just to recap, the white mods will typically create orbs of power so you can get your build going. The yellow mods will consume your armor charge stacks to give you a bonus to grenade or melee energy. The blue mod will give you a passive bonus, but now make your armor charges decay over time. And the green mods will affect the armor charges specifically, whether you gain an armor charge, it makes the effect last longer, or it allows you to carry more armor charge stacks. So to give you guys a live example of what I was talking about, this build specifically relies on passive bonuses rather than consuming my armor charge stacks. So my mod that I have on, well, I have 3 mods that will generate orbs of power. I have Heavy Handed, your powered melee final blows will create an orb of power. I have Kinetic Siphon, rapid kinetic final blows create an orb of power. And I have Void Siphon, rapid void final blows create an orb of power, okay? And when I pick up an orb of power, I have Font of Wisdom on. You gain a bonus to intellect when you have any armor charge. This will now make my armor charge stacks decay over time. And I also have Kinetic Weapon Surge. Your kinetic weapons gain a bonus to damage while you have any armor charge. Okay. Now, just a side note, Strand Weapon Surge and Stasis Weapon Surge are not the same as Kinetic Weapon Surge. Strand and Stasis weapons are different elemental types than kinetic. Kinetic weapons, okay? Kinetic weapons don't have any elemental type. Okay? But if we were using a strand weapon like Quicksilver Storm, this would now work with Strand Weapon Surge. Okay, just a little side note there. So let's go into the game and see my build working in action. So right now I have no armor charge stacks. I'm going to get a melee final blow, powered melee final blow, pick up the orb of power, and you're going to see on the left side of my screen all of the passive bonuses I'm going to gain. Okay, so get that melee kill, pick up this orb of power, and you see I have one armor charge stack and it's decaying over time. Okay, now if I get some more kills, right, get another orb of power, now I have two armor charge stacks and it's no longer decaying over time. Also, I just want to apologize for the clicking of my keyboard. I know it's kind of annoying, but that's just the keyboard I have. I'll get it fixed in a little bit of time. Okay, so as you guys see right there, armor charge stacks, keep picking up more orbs of power, and now my passive bonuses are just going to decay over time. We'll let it run out just so you guys can see. For this build, I have no yellow mods on, again, just green mods, white mods, and the blue mods, so I can get those passive bonuses. All right, so there it goes. Now it's down to 1 charge, and I reset the timer to 15. And due to Font of Wisdom, improved ability regeneration as well. So now let's switch over to a build that doesn't use any blue mods. I'm actually going to switch over to my Threadlings build, and I'll explain to you guys why now my build, my armor charge stacks, won't decay over time. So for this build, as you guys can see, not a single blue mod, meaning that my armor charge stacks now will not decay over time. Instead, I will consume them upon using my grenade. So I have green mods to affect my armor charges, like this one allows me to carry more, this one allows me to gain more armor charge stacks upon picking up an orb of power. My white mods will generate my orbs of power, melee final blows create an orb of power, and void strand siphon. And then my grenade mod, grenade kickstart, when I use my grenade, it'll consume my armor charge stacks and give me grenade energy. Right? This only works when my grenade is fully expended. So if you have 2 grenades, it will not work unless you use them back to back. Okay, just keep that in mind. It's only when your grenade energy is fully expended. Okay, even a little bit of grenade energy, it won't count for grenade kickstart. Okay, so let's test this out in game just so you guys can see what I've been talking about. Just a reminder: void strand dual siphon. Void final blows will create rapid void final blows will create an orb of power. Rapid strand final blows will create an orb of power. And heavy-handed powered melee final blows will create an orb of power. Gonna pick up those orb of power, gain stacks of armor charges, and when I use my grenade, it'll consume them so I can get grenade energy. Okay, no decay over time with this build because no blue mods. Okay, let's get some kills right here, pick up some orbs of power. So there's one, picked it up. As you guys can see now, all right, let me go back here. As you guys can see now, my armor charge has no timer next to it, and they're just staying there, just waiting for them to be used. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up more orbs of power so I can show you guys the full effect. Okay, get some kills here. There's one more. I can probably generate another one. Okay, 1 and 1. Okay, great. Let me pick all these up. And let's go back here so I can explain without all this chaos of this lost sector. All right. Okay. So now I have 5 armor charge stacks, not decaying over time. Right? No timer next to it. And when I use my grenade, it's going to give me grenade energy just for simply using my grenade, but it's going to consume all of my armor charge stacks. All right. Let's go over here and let's throw my grenade just so you guys can see. So take a look at the bottom left corner. I just used my grenade and I have about half my grenade energy just for using my grenade. And with this build, if I cast my rift, I gain more grenade energy, and now I'm just about like 90% of my grenade energy just using my rift. But if you're curious about the build, you can go ahead and watch the video. I explain it in more detail there. Alright boys, so there you have it. There is my quick explanation about the new armor charge system in Destiny 2 Lightfall. I know that this new mod system can seem a little complex, but I will say that this new mod system is better, but it also requires you to make some conscious decisions about what you would want, whether it's damage resistance and passive bonuses, or ability spam with the kickstart mods, or if you just want, just regular stat builds with 100, resilience, 100 damage or recovery, whatever you would want. So it's actually forcing you to make decisions, but you are very powerful because of that. Overall, I like it, and I am definitely excited to see where they go with it, because this is just the first iteration of this system, right? Bungie always improves upon things. I mean, look at weapon crafting. It was nowhere near the same way it was when it first launched as it is now, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you aren't a fan of it, just kind of get used to it, and who knows, maybe over time they'll make it better. But I like it, and if you have any questions, leave your questions in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Hopefully I see you guys in the next video. Deuces.